Companies here are going international with under the wings of the country's existing 26 free trade agreements. One of the latest trade deals is the EU-Singapore FTA, which came into force in November last year. Michelle Teo with more.
Watson EP Industries makes plastics and metal parts like these, mostly in its China plant. But when the trade war broke out last year, its clients had to pay 15% more to import to the US because of higher tariffs. To get around this, the firm moved some of its production to Singapore to make use of its many free trade agreements that reduce tariffs with other countries, including the US. The firm is also looking at how to ride on the recent FTA with the European Union.
It's still something that we can leverage on to be more competitive compared to companies operating in another country without this FTA. So we're looking for example, joint venture opportunities with European customers. So like German, some Swiss companies are very renowned for very good technology that we hope maybe we can collaborate with them to do the technology in Singapore.
To qualify for these FTAs, companies like Watson must do most of their processing work either in Singapore or in the partner FTA country. But even if it incurred costs moving some production to Singapore, the firm says these trade deals will help it tackle changing supply chains and diversify into more markets like the EU. The Singapore-German Chamber of Commerce and Industry notes such FTAs also create common standards and rules on product labeling, packaging or testing requirements to help trade move smoothly. For the EU-US FTA, it's done so for sectors like medical devices, electronics and vehicles. But analysts say that not all problems may be solved, including things like slow custom clearance processes. As for the EU-US FTA, it could kickstart even more free trade for the ASEAN region.
The EU-Singapore Free Trade Agreement is believed to serve as a blueprint for the EU-ASEAN FTA. If you actually put the EU-Singapore FTA next to the EU-Vietnam agreement, you will notice that a lot of the provisions are mirrored in one another. If you negotiate FTAs that are fairly similar with one another, it is also easier to reach consensus on an ASEAN-wide level.
Singapore is currently the biggest ASEAN trading partner with the European Union. Trade between the EU and Singapore reached over 22 billion Singapore dollars in 2018.